Hey everyone, Ammo here taking a look at Balthazar's Dream. This will be an impressions video, probably. I'll probably call it impressions. It's more of a presentation. I want to show you Balthazar's Dream and just have a brief discussion about it. It'll be less critical analysis than my other videos. Balthazar's Dream is produced by a husband and wife couple, so that's super cute. Peter and his wife Sewa. They made this game. It's a obviously pixel art puzzle platformer, but it transitions between the genres. There's also some like a 2D side-scrolling shooting element in there. This game is very fluid, doesn't take itself too seriously, and it's really the reason why I even want to present this game is I played through it in the afternoon. It's a pretty short experience, which I do like. Plenty of room for short experiences in the market. Is that it really shows how, because the gameplay is pretty mediocre. It's okay. There's some good design choices and some fun, interesting concepts. Mostly just it's a functional game. It's totally functional, but nothing spectacular. We're not playing Dark Souls here. But it really shows what you can do when you add heart to a game. It's a feel-good experience. The art is great and cute and adorable, and the music's fine, and you transition between levels, and it's very imaginative, and it's a little journey, and it has a satisfying end, a conclusion, and it's a quick experience all wrapped up in this package of it's just fun, right? And that's what we're going for. However we get to that end goal, it's fun. So you're this little boy, you got hit by a car and you're in a coma, and you wake up from a coma, so they get a new game, and we zoom in. And just kidding, you're not the boy, you're the dog. You play as the dog, and then you go through the dog's imagination and the dog's mind of him trying to help his master. And it's kind of, I mean, are you actually helping, or are you just a dog and you're imagining? Right? I think it tends towards the more fantastic that you actually are helping and saving him. But I like to interpret it as simply the dog's dream with nothing else. You can pick your breed. I already went through the first level. The game is slightly more difficult with the pug because he's so tiny. But you can also play a shepherd, Shiba Inu, German shepherd, or the default border collie. I want to play as the pug. He's a little smaller. And that gives us a little extra challenge because I already played through Chapter 1, the House Bamboozle. Balthazar, good boy. He's super happy because we're a puppy. I'm so happy. I thought I was stuck here all alone. The boy's real happy face for being so sad forever. I wish we could get out. Any ideas? Woof woof arf, I'm a dog. The fridge, okay, let's go find it. And here we are, we're a dog, we're in a dog's mind, everything is giant, it's a platformer, obviously, with functional controls, like I said. And you get your save points are hydrants, it's all hugely thematic, there's a lot of really good theming going on. Careful, the floor might be slippery ahead. The theming is very strong, and it feels good. There's some elements that are a couple elements that are interesting game mechanics, but also very thematic. Can't touch anything because I'm a ghost and I've been dead. There's also this, it's a little heartwarming story of the dog trying to save his boy, a dog and his boy. Which I've always, I always like animal companion stories. Except I usually only watch them once because they love to make the dog die or whatever, and then it's just too sad and I don't want to watch it anymore. The save points are, okay. 500 save points to pay on the save, with the platforms are floating couches, it's furniture we jump on. The platforming works fine. The puzzles tend to be on the simple side. It's not a highly challenging game, that's for sure. There were some puzzles that gave me some mild frustration until I figured it out. In particular, there's that maze kind of puzzle at one point where I was initially frustrated. It turned out to be kind of easy, but I was initially really frustrated. Lead the way, doggo. Be careful of these tables ahead. They don't seem very stable. I wonder what that means in platformer language. Of course it means they fall down as soon as you touch them. I feel really proud I'm going through it so smoothly as the pug. It said it's supposed to be harder, and I'm actually doing a fantastic job. Memory's all fuzzy, but I remember you loved playing with toy ropes. Am I right? Our roof, arf arf. This shouldn't be a problem. Go get it, boy. So the ropes, that tells you right at the bottom. So that bar at the top is our smarts, and it kind of controls how much of a good boy we are. So if we run out of smarts, something happens. It's like our instinct takes over as an animal. So we need smarts to hold onto a rope. We also need smarts to not run away from things and to not chase things that normally a dog would chase. But So that's, I mean, that right there, that's already interesting. It's already an interesting mechanic. It's a resource. A roof? I feel sick, my head is spinning. It's a resource that you use that gets drained while you're trying to do certain tasks, and it's related to, you know, a dog's instincts, and a dog trying to be a good boy, but he really likes chasing balls and lack of discipline. If he hasn't been trained properly as a dog owned by a young boy might be. But also when you run out of, oh, let go bug. When you run out of the instinct, if you're trying to chase something or run away from something, you actually get a speed boost toward or away that thing. Toward or away from that thing. So then it becomes, not only can it be problematic, like holding on to these ropes, where we need to maintain our smarts to hold on to the rope and do a rope climbing trick, but sometimes a lot of puzzles are based off you timing your smarts bar to empty out to either get a speed boost to jump away or to an object, which you'll probably will to show up ahead. And then, yeah, those objects are things like vacuum cleaners, things that dogs would be scared of. But then the levels change. This is all the first chapter, where we're in the house. We're in a very domestic environment. The environments... Oh, there we go. Got our speed boost, but I wasn't ready for it, because it was yammering on. The environments are very creative, and they change drastically. So first we're in this imaginative exaggeration of a crazy Mickey Mouse-style house. It reminds me of... This level in particular reminds me of, like, some NES... There's the NES Disney game where you play Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck, and you do magic tricks. I can't remember for life of me what it's called, but this artwork really reminds me of that. The theme of this particular this first chapter in particular reminds me of this old Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck Sega game, Sega Genesis game. Okay, now hold on. Go past the vacuum. Then we get so close. Because when you run towards the thing you're afraid of, you go slower. When you run away from it, you go faster. So if we run out of instinct before we get past it, we'll run slowly towards it, and I have to try to catapult after we get past it to keep our speed up to make that jump. That's first. That's a good demonstration of this mechanic right off the bat. And then that comes several times. There's some more mechanics. Like I said, the genres change, the levels change. Oh, there we go, we did. I'm a good boy. Am I a good boy? Marvelous. Balthazar? Yeah, wait, the whole cheesecake is hilarious, because you're a boy. Alright, let's just skip the dialogue. Yeah, I am here to help you. And it's cute and it's fun and it handles, yeah, it does, I feel like it does an okay job handling what it might feel like to, you know, when you have a loved one that's sick and you're worried about them and you could wish you could help. There's not really anything you can do other than remember them and just process those feelings. Aww, sad. Process those feelings in your own way, which as a dog, obviously that's all you can do. If you're a dog, I mean, you probably don't have such complex thoughts and emotions, but that's not helpful to the conversation here. Excellent. I am the best boy. Oh, I've ruined this puzzle. Or can we, nope. Okay, just off to dead. The game is very. The load times are instant, as you can see. It's a simple game, so once you die, you just immediately respawn at the checkpoints. The checkpoints are generous. It's not a difficult game. Yeah, we can jump on the bed and do cool little flips. I'm trying to hurry. Nameless boy that I don't remember. Does the dog know people? Do dogs know the names of people? I'm not sure if that's an experiment that's been done. They do lots of experiments with dogs now. Dogs' perceptions and such. Can we make it? There we go. The game's a little bit easier as a larger dog. Or a little bitty pug. I played the default dog initially. I'm not sure if the other dogs have differences. Obviously the pug's a little bit smaller. I don't think the other dogs have any differences other than their appearance. So you can just play whatever one of those breeds of dogs you like best or want to represent you. If you want to be your animal companion avatar. Yeah, I know we're getting closer. It's super excited. Aren't you excited? Yeah, it is getting more dangerous. And it gets increasingly dangerous. Not necessarily that much harder. It does change. The difficulty, it changes completely. Like, right now it's a platformer with a little bit of puzzling elements. Later it just becomes more of a puzzle. We have one section that's just a shooter, and another section that's, again, more puzzle and then more platforming. The dog is afraid of the bathtub. I don't remember there's even any more bathtubs after this. There can't be that many bathtubs. Because now I've noticed it. I'm seeing that one. I'm like, this is a bathtub. So it's a fun little game. It is $15, which can be steep, because that's kind of a typical indie price, so it's not that weird. That's become kind of a normal indie price on Steam for these type of games, $15. It does feel for maybe a 2 to 3 hour experience. It does strike me as a little steep, but I don't recommend based off price. That's up for you to decide if a 3-hour, thematically strong, fun title, if that's enough content for you. That's for you, the consumer, to decide if that's worth it to you or not. And also, there's actually a secret level, and of course, you can replay with different dogs. There's a secret level I haven't completed yet, and that adds a little bit more time. This stupid grape seed. Don't give your dogs grape seeds or chocolate, because of course the hazards were a dog. So what are the hazards in the household level? Foods that are toxic to dogs. That's just more of that strong theming. Everything's just the art direction is a good little case study in art direction. What's the theme of the game? What's going on? You're a dog. All right, so let's just make all parts of the game based off you being a dog. Hazards, dog hazards, the interactable mechanics, dog things, furniture, household items, that kind of thing. Later on, it gets much more imaginative, but still kind of makes sense. I'll just spoil a little bit of it. Pug, shield, that table shield. At some point, get out of here. There is a level that occurs in space. You do go to space and become a space dog. That initially sounds very strange, but the first character you meet is I can't remember this poor animal's name. One of the dogs the Soviets launched into space when they're testing a space flight. You meet Soviet space dog. And it's like, oh yeah, dogs have been to space, haven't they? And it's not that weird for the dog being in space. And you're also on a flying frisbee. That works as your space vehicle is a frisbee, because I suppose your owner flew that frisbee really hard one day, and you thought you lost it into space. And for a dog, if it's gone, it might as well just be in space, right? Oh, come on, we could have made that. Let's play through a little bit more, and then I don't want to go through the entire first chapter from you. There will be cats. I'm not sure we'll see cats, but you're playing a dog. Then what's the enemy? Cats. Very thematically strong. Like I said, nice little case study in how you can have an idea. Yeah, kitties. They're not very nice kitties. How you can base so much of a game just off one simple idea. You just start there and branch everything back to the one simple idea, here being you're a dog. Of course, it's a simple game, so it's probably easier to do that than if you're saying like a AAA, shooter or something. But it's something to just everything comes back to you being a dog and you fighting to save your owner, and you don't really know what's going on with your owner. You're just a puppy. Oh, it turns out you go on a little spiritual quest, and maybe that's what miraculously woke your owner, or maybe not, and you're just you're just a dog processing his feelings and actually some guilt about what happened to your owner. And it kind of becomes, briefly a mystery on what happened to the owner, how could it have happened differently, how do you process accidents, because it was an accident that occurred that caused this child to get hurt. So how people process accidents, I got it. And then here's the ball. Here's another part of our instinct. So instinct drains when we're looking at the ball. We drop it. We let our instinct go away. We automatically get pulled to the ball. We can fight it, we go very slowly, or we can engage with it and we go very fast. So then you abuse that mechanic to get through some of the puzzle platformer sections. Also throw the ball very. I remember this vent. This vent's super awkward. There we go. I did it. It's actually easier as the pug. Gosh dang it. It's actually easier as the pug because they have a little more fine control because they're smaller. I was doing that with one of the larger dogs, the border collie. I think the default one, the border collie. It was really hard to get this ball in this vent. There we go. Surprisingly fickle, that one particular moment. And then, we see the ball. We get our speed boost for our instinct, and we catch it. And there's a bunch of cats here. What do? We murder them. Apparently cats don't like balls. I don't know if Peter and Sawa have owned cats, but as far as I know, cats aren't particularly concerned about balls. In fact, they tend to like them, as far as I can tell. But I'm not here, I'm not a vet. I'm not here to judge the scientific accuracy of a game. That's absurd. To a dog, we're in the dog's mind, right? To a dog, sure, he likes balls, and he hates cats. Therefore, cats must not get along either. Why would they? Cats are evil. I don't know a dog that plays basketball. That's part of the puzzle right here. Just nail some baskets, and then we use that instinct mechanic to launch ourselves up. Let's regenerate our smarts here. And use the bathroom and kill some more kitties. And I think, I didn't notice that before. The cat. So there's these are get the ball. So these are little things that are spawning cats. It's a cat carrier. You see up there, or up there, and down here. It's a cat carrier that's dropping these cats. That's fun. You do have some leeway to like dodge the cat's attacks. Yeah, just like that. If you just get over them, you can dodge their attacks. Let's see if I can get through here just dodging their attacks. Hey, well, I actually just jumped over them, dodged them. It wasn't actually that fancy. But we're getting close-ish to the end of the first chapter. I wouldn't say necessarily close to the end of the first chapter. I think I have a little bit more to go. And then we have a boss fight. Of course, there's boss battles. And they're what you would expect, talking about how everything is thematic, super thematic in the game and based off you being a dog. Except for the final boss, then there's like a little, just a touch of horror. Just a little bit. Just a little horrific. It's not too extreme, it's probably less than what's in Undertale. And then, you know, that's only a twinge of horror as well. But still, I like when games throw in a dash of horror. Because there's scary things in life, and I like when games accept. And that's our little presentation of Balthazar's Dream. A fun, short experience, heartfelt, touching, very thematic, and just a fun little experience. Peter and his wife, Sawa and her husband, they wanted me to mention that they're kickstarting a new title. That's why this game was sent out. That's why they're looking for a little additional coverage. Because this game, like I said, this game did come out 3 months ago. Was that they're kickstarting a new title, which the Kickstarter will be out August 20th. And it said to be, there's magic, this is going to be a magical game. They don't have much information on it until the Kickstarter comes out. But they're just going to be, you're going to be doing some magic. Which, with how imaginative Balthazar's Dream was, and how very, it flowed well, it had a nice flow, it had a nice pace. So I'm eager to see what they do with it. They also implied they might have some codes for Balthazar's Dream to share, possibly. If that comes out, I'll make another video, and we can discuss it. Maybe I'll give it away in a stream or something, if you want to experience Balthazar's Dream then. But regardless, that's it for now. Leave a like, enjoy the video, subscribe for more from my Twitch, Twitter, join Discord. You guys know the deal, and I'll see you next time.